in Star Wars Outlaws. Apparently, it will take about 30 hours, according to creative director Julian Geraghty. Well, that's just Geraghty then, isn't it, lads? So, very, very early on, we decided it's going to be a 25-30 hours Golden Path adventure. 50 to 60 hours for completionists. That is, for a guy with a family and a job, it's still a fair amount of time. Now, obviously, Ubisoft have got kind of a history of bloating their video games, as we see here. But it's not Assassin's Creed Epic 200 hours, which, by the way, yes, I do like myself some juicy Assassin's Creed RPGs, but they definitely like to bloat out their video games. It's worth of gameplay, so that allows us to really focus on the detail. It allows us to focus, maybe with a smaller team, on executing something that is manageable. So basically, they're saying we were locked in a basement, like 5 of us, told to pump out this video game. To be honest, I did like the trailer we saw and the gameplay. I'm not gonna lie, it was very cool. VGC also asked Geraghty if Massive was able to put everything into the game that it wanted originally, I can't speak, and if some aspects of its vision had to be compromised in any way. As a creator, I'm a big, fat, juicy believer in setting an initial vision that's exciting, ambitious, and achievable. It's super important to make sure that everybody who's working on the game is working in the same direction towards the same goal. That meant nothing. So, next, on the Division 2 of Star Wars Outlaws, that vision has been more or less respected. I mean, 95% respected. Now, when I read this originally, right, I was like, oh no. What does that mean, Mr. Geraghty? Alright, but he said some things are added, a few things have been changed or removed, but very, very little. I'm going to tell you right now, when a dev says that, they normally mean, we wanted this to be something else, okay? We wanted this to be something else, but, you know, we had to do a few things. So, for example, removed, we wanted swimming. Like the first few iterations of the pitch that we did, we'd have loved to have had swimming. It's not possible, animation said. It's not possible in terms of the scope. So, okay, we can live without that. We'll do without it. There's plenty of other things that we can explore. Now, that makes me wonder, right? Because if they wanted to do swimming... okay, you jump in the water, what happens? You die? And does that mean that there's going to be like a ton of just water areas that we originally designed to have swimming, but they were like, no. I wonder. But all the mini games that we have, I don't know if you played Sabat or the arcade games, none of those were planned originally, so those were added during the development, so there's a little bit of give and take. Okay, not bad. As for any interview, Geraghty responded to some negative news Star Wars Outlaws previews. I've not seen any myself, I've only seen positive stuff, by saying that players have only been exposed to a small part of what the full game will have to offer when it's released in August. You know what, one sec, I'm going to look for negative previews. Having played Star Wars Outlaws for a good hour or so ahead of the Ubisoft Forward show, however, I've come away with a renewed appreciation for Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. By the way, this is a hot take, you guys aren't ready for this. I think Jedi Survivor was ass. But that's all I'm saying. In fact, no, a bit more than that. In comparison to Outlaws' admittedly early work in progress demo, they stand as singular pieces of revolutionary Alright, mate. What the fuck? Outlaws' early gameplay feels positively ancient, not only mechanically but in execution. It's near total lack of character, flair, invention, detail, or style. Trying to describe it, the closest comparison I could draw is with Uncharted Golden Abyss, which launched in 2011 on the PS Vita.